Hi everybody. Today I am going to be talking about funny stuff that a lot of us wheelchair users have to deal with when we're in public. I wrote out a little bit of a list of things that I could think of, but if you can think of anything else, just let me know in the comments. It's always good to have a sense of humor when it comes to anything we struggle with. Sometimes it's a better way to just kind of get through the day, and have some fun with it. So if you relate to any of this, let me know. And okay, well, here we go. Here's some stuff that wheelchair users deal with in public, and there's a lot of sarcasm in here too. So I just want to let you know I'm not being completely serious with a lot of these. So here we go. The first thing that I really kind of laugh about and point out when I'm in public is I am always at the level of people's butts. People's butts are right in my view all the time. And shorter women as well, when they're standing in front of you, you get boobs in your face. So, some of you might like that. So, another thing is when strangers look at you in despair and ask, "Oh my God, what happened?" And you really don't feel like getting into a big story. You're out shopping or just out, trying to enjoy your day. And I totally understand why they ask, but at the same time, I don't know. I've never been the type to do that. Or they also say, I've been there myself, but they're standing in front of you. And it just doesn't make any sense to you. Everybody can relate to different things in different ways, I guess. But it's not always the same. Another thing I just thought of that's not even on my list that I wrote is, do you ever find when you're out in public and you see another person in a wheelchair, and it's almost like you look at each other and you wink or you wave, and it's like you just know. And it's almost kind of like when motorcyclists, when they pass each other, they wave, because it's kind of, they're kind of in the same realm, I guess you could say. Another thing, everything you need at the store is on the top shelf, and there's nobody around to help. So you knock everything down in an attempt to reach the stuff you need, and you really don't care. A lot of the times I end up just laughing, like, you know what? There's nobody here to help me, and what else am I supposed to do? If it's breakable stuff, I'll usually try and find a staff member to help me. But it just, I don't know. So even when I was standing, there's so much stuff in stores that is so high up to reach, and you think they would know that not everybody can reach that stuff. I forget to bring, I have a grabber, but it doesn't fold up. But I just don't bring it with me everywhere because it's really big. Okay, we got kids that stare at you as if you're riding a spaceship. They just stare at you in awe. And I don't know if it's because they're scared or they think it's cool or whatever, but you go to smile back at them or smile at them, and they just kind of stare at you like, "Oh my God, what's wrong with you?" I just try and ignore it. I've always been intimidated a little bit by kids. I don't really know why. But I just try and forget about it anyways. But that can be a relatable thing, maybe. Here's a good one. Have you ever gone to the dog park in a wheelchair and you don't even realize that you've rolled through a pile of crap? And then you get it all over your sleeve of your coat because you're wheeling your chair, and every single one of my coats is dirty at the sleeves because it rubs against my tires. That's one thing that I never thought of until I really had to experience it. And that really sucks when you get poop on yourself. And then you're stuck there, like smelling like dog crap. It's lovely. So, another thing I notice is you tend to get armpit hugs. People bend down, especially taller people, and try and give you a hug and usually get a face full of armpit, you know. Here's a good one. When you roll into a crowded restaurant and everyone stares at you as if you have a face full of bugs. That happened to me. It was last night. Really crowded restaurant. We went to Red Lobster, me and my parents, and it was so crowded that there was people standing outside with the door open. Like, you couldn't even get into the restaurant. So me and my dad kind of went as close as we could, and I had 6 people just walk right in front of me and stand in line. And he got pretty frustrated, but I didn't really care. I was like, whatever. I can always hit them in the ankles with my chair if I really need to. I'm nice like that. But yeah, as soon as they rolled into the restaurant and into the waiting room, oh my God, everybody just stares, like, oh my God, what's wrong with you? So I just smile at them, Let's see. That's another thing too. When strangers smile, I always wonder if it's because of my chair or if there's truly nice people. I always wonder about that, but nothing's wrong with getting a smile. Is another one is when when someone's looking at you in public or staring, and you can feel it. You can feel their eyes on you, and you're doing your own thing, and you end up looking over at them really quick, and they just avert their eyes like as quickly as possible, and they pretend that they're not even looking, like I would take any offense to it or something. And it just kind of makes me laugh. I'm like, I know you were looking. What's wrong with eye contact? That's another thing, is a lot of people have a very hard time making eye contact with you. I don't know. It's just a strange thing. I don't know. Okay, let's move on. That's another one, is you're always looking at people's noses. Or you roll so fast with them, all your friends and family have to run to keep up with you. I mean, that's really my chance to go like as fast as possible, especially in the big, wide hallways. I just cruise. I mean, it's a good way to get exercise too, and to work your shoulder muscles and that. But I pretty much have nobody that can keep up with me. And another thing is, nobody can find me in stores. A lot of my friends and family have said that they're going to put a flag on my chair so they can find me rolling around in the aisles, because they just can't find me. But sometimes, I'm not going to lie, I like to hide. Here's another one. You're aware of people in front of you, but you change your mind about the direction you're going in. And someone is almost always bound to get run over because they're standing right behind you. I mean, obviously, in the military, it's called situational awareness. So pretty much being aware of everything around you, and being able to pay attention to things. And yeah, that's the thing, is if you're standing right behind me, I mean, most of the time you're going to get run over. I'm just telling you. This is one of the last things that I've really noticed. Okay, here we go. You feel bad when super nice employees crouch next to you to explain products to you, and their knees hurt, but you just don't say anything because it's so nice to have someone down at your level. I think that's a really respectful thing to do. There's a very select few people that have really done that with me, and I just really respect it. Anyways, as far as that goes, that's really all the things I can think of for now. If you think of anything else, if you can relate, or maybe if you have any questions, just write them below. This is Kara for PushGirl, and I will talk to you later. Hope you enjoyed it. Goodbye.